Hey, look who's here. Hey, me, Matt.
Hey, Matt here, and this is another wrestling video that we're gonna do because I figured why not. We talked about Tribute to the Troops a day after NXT TakeOver.
Yep.
I think so. I thought, what the hell? We'll do that anyways because we're already doing the look back at Tribute to the Troops 2003.
Yes.
Now, so far, this has only 3 matches on it, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be more.
I mean, the show will probably go up an hour, I'd say, 2 at the most.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they'll have these matches, and then, you know, maybe have season's greetings from soldiers stationed in Afghanistan,
Yeah.
or, you know, something like that. Like, usually with Tribute to the Troops shows, there's like a whole card.
Yeah.
But I think with things being the way they are right now, you know, that's not going to be a feasible option. But
And I never thought about that either, actually. Like, I never even thought the idea that, yeah, it is COVID, and they won't have a lot there. And who knows, because it is soldiers, and we want to make them safe, and
yeah,
we'll see how this goes. Like I said, this is only 3 matches. Apparently, there's the country singer that's going to be there. I don't know his name. But
yeah,
I'm sure there'll be other shows.
yeah.
So we got our first match. We got Ziggler, Rude, Corbin, and Elias versus Ray Ray, Daniel Bryan, the Street Profits, and Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, so Corbin and Ray, they're kind of starting a rivalry. Hardy and Elias, they've been in a rivalry for months.
Yeah.
You know, Street Profits and Ziggler, Rude, they're in a tag team rivalry. I mean, Ziggler and Rude just beat the Street Profits in a tag team match that's going to, at some point, give them a future tag title shot.
Yeah.
And, yeah, Bryan in there and Sami Zayn there feuding somewhat over the Intercontinental Championship. So,
It would be cool to see Ziggler and Rude have the titles at
Yeah.
some point, but we'll see how it goes down the road. As for a winner, I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you.
yeah, really.
It's going to be one of those up in the air things because, I mean, it's not random, but it's like, who knows? I mean, it's going to be interesting, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Now we go to a tag team match. Got Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks versus Bayley and Natalya. So,
Bianca and Sasha, Bayley and Natalya. Sasha and Bayley have been in a rivalry since Bayley turned on Sasha.
yep.
Natalya and Bianca, yeah, they had a match against each other. Maybe they will continue a rivalry there, who knows. It'll be interesting because you've got the athlete in Bianca, you've got the veteran experience of Natalya,
Yeah.
and then you've got the unpredictable element of Bailey and the outspoken Sasha Banks, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I mean, there's supposedly going to be a feud with Bailey and Bianca, which
Okay.
could work. You know, I'm surprised that it's Natalya and not Carmella because of the feud that Sasha and Carmella are having right now.
Yeah.
So, but nevertheless, I mean, both good teams, but I do think that Bailey and Natalya are not going to win this match.
Yeah, I don't see that. Now, is it just me? Like, there really hasn't been anything said about it, but it seems to be that Natalya has basically left Monday Night Raw, or to be on SmackDown.
Without any explanation,
Yeah.
it seems.
I mean, like, okay, she had a match to qualify for the Women's Survivor Series team on Raw. She lost her match. Then she goes over to SmackDown for like a second chance match.
Yeah.
She ends up winning that. And then, of course, she's on the SmackDown Women's Survivor Series team. And now it seems like she's a mainstay on
Yeah.
SmackDown.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. I can't wait to see what Bailey and Bianca Belair are going to be doing.
Yeah.
And, like I said, you know, I don't know why Carmella is not Bailey's tag team partner, but, well, actually, it makes a lot of sense, too, because they're friends in real life.
True.
So,
Like, yeah, wanted it to make a little more sense. You could have Sasha and Bianca, Bailey and Carmella, and then, like, you know, Bailey and Bianca, they're going to be doing something there. They've already got something going with Carmella and Sasha, so I mean,
yeah. No, I agree with that.
see, that aspect it seems to be what makes the most logical sense. Then again,
Mhm.
there's a lot of things WWE's done that hasn't made sense logically,
Not really.
but, you know, it is what it is.
So, last match, we have Drew McIntyre versus The Miz. Now, this does make a little bit of sense because of what happened on Raw.
Yeah,
So, I could see that. Why Miz, I don't know. I mean, John Morrison just came back. I mean, he's been back for a few months, but I don't know why they're not pushing him.
yeah, like, when John first came back, they're pushing them both, and then, you know, they ultimately ended up with the tag titles on SmackDown. Then they lost the tag titles, but ever since that point, they've mainly been pushing the Miz,
Yeah.
and Morrison's been the odd man out, if you will.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's kind of the way it is.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
And, of course, there's going to be a lot of musical guests. I'm not sure what else is planned. I just
Yeah.
saw this on the internet, and I thought, what the hell, let's just do it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we're still going to do a planned schedule. NXT TakeOver War Games, and look back at Tribute to the Troops 2003, which obviously will be scheduled for Christmas Eve.
Yeah. It's crazy to believe that 15 years ago is when Tribute to the Troops all started.
Yeah, I remember.
2003.
Yeah. I mean, it made a lot of sense because of, you know, the whole Vince loves America and everyone's patriotic, and of course what we were going through at the time. So
Yes.
it does make a lot of sense for that to happen. But
Yeah.
it should be a good show, and I am going to tape it. We probably won't do a play-by-play, but we'll definitely do one for NXT TakeOver, I'm sure.
Most likely, yeah.
So,
On a side note, talk about how The Miz seems to be pushed a little bit more than John Morrison. Like, he came back, Miz and Morrison became a team again. They're doing their whole comedy stick and all this other stuff. And then they ended up winning the tag titles and that. And, you know, on Raw this past Monday, they had Sheamus as a guest on Miz TV, and he was talking about how Sheamus hasn't won a title in, like a world title, a WWE title, in like 3 years, and his career's a sham, his career's a joke, blah 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, this is coming from a dude that hasn't won a fucking title in like almost 10 years. Like, seriously, you're giving flack to Sheamus the way his career's gone lately. How about your own, Miz? I went off on a rant about that a while ago.
yeah, that was nice. And it's true, though, because, you know, don't throw stones at a man with a machine gun.
Yeah.
You know. And, yeah, Miz talks a lot of shit. I wish he could back it up. I mean, he is fucking Money in the Bank. You know, so we'll see how it goes. Obviously, TLC's coming up, and we'll see where that goes.
TLC's coming up. I believe so is Final Battle.
And Final Resolution.
Final Resolution.
And Final Battle. We'll see where that goes.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just thought about doing this because it is WWE and it's, you know, tribute to the troops.
Yes.
But we will be back tomorrow, Wheels of Fury style.
Yes.
So, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah. Deuces.